Hey everyone, it's Michael Soto's Uncanny Strength and Conditioning Online Superhero Training. I'm continuing on with my videos on agility training because I think agility training is that important. So I want to dedicate videos where I could go in a little more detail about some of the common tools I use to train agility. The first one I want to talk about is the cone. So cone drills are a really easy way to begin your agility training. They're pretty inexpensive, they're pretty easy to get your hands on. And I just wanted to talk about kind of two of the real basic drills that I start people off with. There are so many drills out there that we'd have to spend all day talking about them if I tried to touch upon all of them. If you're more advanced, you can always message me and I will give you some ideas on more advanced drills. I have plenty of resources to pull them from. But let me just talk about the real basics that I get people started with. So often when somebody hasn't been doing agility training, and remember I work with all different ages, especially for older people, I like to start with just two cones. You can probably see there's two cones in a line, and I have people just do different movements between those two cones. And I usually start them off with dynamic stretching. So examples of that would be like a walking knee hug and a walking quad stretch. So the walking knee hug, staying nice and upright, pulling your knee in, works on balance because you're in a single leg stance, and it also works on flexibility. And then a walking quad stretch, going into a quad stretch, holding it just for a second, and then you keep walking. So once again, challenging your balance, it's a single leg stance, and you're getting some stretching. And then there's variations on those, and you can also make them a little bit harder. And that's how I start people off. Just start them with that. And for some people, that's going to be enough of a challenge, and we just do those kind of dynamic stretches, and then we try to progress from there. For others, we start adding more advanced movements, like I'll have people do walking lunges between the cones, and then maybe we do faster movements like side shuffling down and back, and also running and back pedaling. There's a lot of different movements that we can utilize, but it's basically just about doing different movement patterns, and oftentimes we spend the day just kind of moving forward, usually just forward. So this is a chance for us to move sideways, move backwards. As I mentioned, there's a lot of good physical benefits, but also benefits for our brain. So it's just about movement and doing different movement patterns. Then if someone does okay with those, then probably usually one of the first drills I introduce somebody to with the cones is doing a square drill or a rectangle drill. And as you can see, I'll move to this side. I have 4 cones set up, and it's just doing different movement patterns, the movement patterns of your choice between the cones. It doesn't even have to always be on your feet. It could be crawling between some of the cones. Now here I have a really small space, so this is really condensed down and the pattern's made really small. Ideally it would be better if we had a little bit bigger space. We could really you can make the pattern as big as you want or as small as you want, but you just want to make sure that you're working on good movement and that you're really mixing up the different kind of movement patterns that you're doing. So for just a quick demo, I'll do side shuffle, run, side shuffle, back pedal. All right? All right, so super small space. You could run, in a smaller space, you could run a couple reps through it. And like I said, it's just about doing different movements. Oftentimes, cone drills, I use them in the warm-ups. Otherwise, they could be done as a conditioning workout too. That's another way they could be used. If we had a bigger space, if I wanted to do it for conditioning, maybe I would do more reps and make sure that I get my heart rate up. But then, I mean, there's so many possibilities from there as far as drills that you could use. You can think of the letters in the alphabet and set them up that way, and different movement patterns through those patterns. I mean, that makes for so many possibilities. But cone drills are great. Hope that's helpful. Like I said, please message me if you want more ideas, more advanced drills, and I'll have more videos talking about some of the other tools that I like to use. Remember, you can go to uncannystrength.com/online training and fill out the application if you'd like to sign up for online superhero training. And if we're a good fit, we can work together, and it would be awesome to have you as part of the League of Online Fitness Superheroes. So anyways, thanks for checking out my video, and I'll have more soon. Thanks.